Hello everybody. I wanted to do a selection of videos about basic T-TRAK-Z layout types. There's going to be 3 videos in this series. I'm going to cover back-to-back configs, which is what's shown here. I'm going to show a dog bone config where the 2 tracks are used to make a large dog bone shape. And I'll also cover more advanced modules that can make interesting shapes beyond just a what we would call a racetrack arrangement where it's a lot of straight track or 90-degree corners. So I want to start with the back-to-back config. That's what this video is about. We're not going to get into wiring on this video. It's going to be a short video. I tend to make long videos, so we're going to keep this one short. So the back-to-back config is what the format's most basic configuration is. It's what T-TRAK-Z, even before this past year, has always been. It's always been straight modules and basic minimum radius corners. This is basically what you got with Z-Scale T-Track. This is very similar in nature to Z-Bend Track as far as the width and basic size that you're talking about. But think about Z-Bend Track as, think about this layout as one large module, a 4-foot module. This layout altogether is 6 feet. So Z-Bend Track single module with 2 turnaround ends would be somewhat comparable to what you see here. It would have the same basic amount of track. T-Track varies in that it is more focused on smaller modules and smaller dioramas, something that's broken up, easier to carry. And we also are tabletop, so it has a lower height. You may like that, you may dislike that. It's a preference. Lower height allows for more viewing by handicapped and children, but it is a lower height. It's not a adult modeler friendly height, right? So, you know, there are preferences, pro and con. The other main difference is that there is a break in the middle on T-Track. Always is. Same thing for N-Scale. N-Scale has the same kind of small trench or break in the center, and usually speaking, dioramas are only on one side. Your module is only on one side of the track. There's special cases where people build large modules that cross the table. That still happens, but that's not really what the standard is about. That's kind of like an oddity, right? So let's see here. So this is equivalent to a Z-Bend Track module. So you can put somewhere between 6 to 10 T-Track modules generally in the space of a 4-foot Z-Bend Track module as a comparison. This is viewable from 2 sides. So this is optimized for center of show area center of show area where people can walk around the layout. Let's see here. So there is a break in the center with backboards. In N-Scale, there's not really a standard for backboards, but there always is a break in the middle. Dioramas usually don't cross, so there's kind of a disrupt in scenery across the middle. When I did the Z-Scale standard, I just went ahead and said, hey, look, you know, there's going to be a small trench. Let's go ahead and put backboards in. Let's make it look nice. This type of standard loop size can get repetitive for large shows. If you have a really long racetrack size or a back-to-back size like this, and you may have 4, 5, 6 tables, well, it's going to tend to look a little dull, right? So that's kind of the ups and downs of this back-to-back size display. There are some more interesting modules that break up the direction and flow of a layout, and I'll show those in another video. Look, I'm going to keep this short, really basic. So this is what a back-to-back configuration for T-TRAK-Z looks like. Hope you enjoyed it. Please check out the other videos on my channel. There's a lot of T-TRAK-Z related content. I'll go over dog bone configurations. I'll go over junctions, inside corners, and I will go over wiring topics. And all those should be available by the time you watch this video. All right, thanks.